Hey guys, it's Eddie from Rising Block, and in this video, we're gonna be talking about building Instagram. So this video is gonna be part of a Instagram series, but in this video, we're gonna get to building this right here. So we're gonna have the little circle, the little username, and the Instagram photo post. In the next video, we will keep building on this until we finish the entire app off. Hey Eddie, is this for iOS or is this for Android? So this is actually gonna be for both iOS and Android. We're gonna use a cool library just fresh from Google called Flutter that will allow us to code once but deploy twice. That's right, we're gonna have Android and iOS. So hey, we're gonna start off with a blank slate, and the first thing we need to do is import the Flutter material library. Import Flutter material. Next thing we need to do is build the main function. So void main. That's gonna do run app, and we're gonna call our app my app here. What's next is where we gotta define what my app is. So my app is gonna extend stateless widget, and then we're gonna override the build function here. So it's gonna be widget build context. Right now it returns null. We gotta implement this. So we want this to actually return a material app here. And what's gonna be inside this material app? So inside this material app, we're gonna actually make a home that's defined as the scaffold. And inside the scaffold, we got to define the app bar, which is like the top bar on the top. So we're gonna do app bar, and its title is going to be a center widget, which we're centering the text. So we're gonna center a rising gram text on the inside. And lastly, we just wanna make a title for our material app here. So we're gonna define the title here as rising gram, and comma here. Looks like it's good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and run this app. So there you have it. We can see that the app over here, it has a title bar with rising gram on it. So the next thing we're gonna do is add some text to the body of this. So we have app bar here, and then what we wanna do is add app bar, comma, body. And then we're just gonna add simple text here that says hi. We're gonna make this a new text style with a very large font size so you guys can read it. So you can see it says hi as well. Now, a cool thing about Flutter is we can sort of do hot reloading. So if I change the hi to hello here for the Android one, you can see the Android one has changed to hello. And then what if I do it for this one? I call it iOS here, let's say. And then I save it. I can save that, boom, it says iOS. So this is one of the huge benefits of Flutter. So the next thing we want to do is build that little circle for the profile pic. So we're gonna go here and define a new class here. We're gonna define it as circle image, and that's gonna extend stateless widget again. Oops, need an S. Override the widget build function. Delete this comment, and for this one, we're gonna return a container, which is a type of widget, and this one we can define its width to be 45 and its height to be 45. And the decoration we want on this is a box decoration shape box shape dot circle. Sweet. And for the color right now, we're just gonna say color dot red. Now we replace our text here, the body. So we replace this guy with circle image, and then when we save it, we should see that, oh, there's an error. What's the error? Return container cannot provide both a color decoration. Oh, so the color here probably needs to be in here, I would guess. So we did it like this. There we go. So now we have a red circle. If I just zoom in on that for you guys, you can see now instead of the text, we have a red circle. Now we want to actually change this to an image. So instead of the color red here, we're gonna actually supply an image. So in order to get the images, we need to change a couple things here. When you open up your package, your Project Explorer here, we go to pub spec, and then we need to add this right here. So I've already added it, but we need to change assets to include images here. And then you can see on the left here, I got images. I got 2 images here. I loaded in already to my project. But assuming you've done all that, we can change color here. Instead of color, we're gonna do image, decoration, image. We do fit is box fit dot fill, and then we can do image asset image images slash profile dot png is what I called mine. Save that, give that a run. Now you can see it's a circle of me. There, it's pretty small. The next thing we want to do is add my username right beside the image, just like how Instagram sort of does it. We want a row, right? So we want a side by side. You need to find a new row here, and in this row, it's gonna have children of widgets. one of the children is going to be circle image we just defined, and the next one is going to be text. How am I using this? Say my username is rising block. We have our profile picture next to our text, but obviously like this missing some padding. It's like hugging the borders too closely. The text and the profile picture are obviously like too close together. We can just put this whole thing in a container. So we do container like this format. This is ugly padding. So the padding, let's say we want to do, let's do 10.0 for all of it. See, it's farther away from the edges of the phone and the top edge near the app bar. We want to add some padding in between the text and the image. Here we can do container. Child is this. And then for this one, we want the padding from left to right to bottom. Let's do 15.0 from the left. That looks a lot better. So we take a look now. That kind of looks more like Instagram. Last thing we need to do this, the font kind of looks off for my username. We got to change the font of my username here. We're going to go ahead and just add some style to this. Style, we're going to do text style. And then we're going to define some. So let's say font family, photo. And font size, let's make it 17.0. Font weight .w. Let's do 600. Okay, that sort of looks like what we want. So the last thing we need to do is add the image to our post. We need to actually add a column widgets because we want the image to be below the profile picture and the username. So let's go ahead and put the whole thing here into a column here. And then it's gonna have children, right? So the first children is gonna be this guy right here, like that. And then now, what's the second element? Second element here is going to be an image. It's going to be image.asset. And for me, I have a cute animal picture. I want to share it with my friends. Boom. So there you have it. That's going to be the end of this tutorial. We have our first Instagram post built. Please hit the subscribe button, and I'll be posting the next part of this tutorial shortly. So in the next video, we're gonna talk about how to build that like button and how to get that double tap behavior working. So that way all your friends can like your post. Go ahead and click the button on the screen to go to the next video. And I got another button there for the whole playlist for this series. I'll see you guys in the next one.